Some people never leave the past, not because they can't, but because, deep down, they believe that without it, they wouldn't know who they are. The heartbreak, the mistakes, the moments they wish had gone differently, they wear them like a second skin, and over time, that skin feels safer than the unknown. We convince ourselves that our scars are our only story. But what if the version of you that the past created is not the one you were meant to stay in? What if holding on to what once was is the very thing keeping you from what could be? The truth is, the past is not a home. It's a place you once visited. You learned there, you grew there, and then you were meant to leave. Yet we keep building walls around it, decorating the rooms with our regrets, until we forget there's an entire world outside waiting for us. And maybe that's the tragedy. We think we're protecting ourselves, but all we're doing is keeping the door locked from the inside. The past has a way of convincing us it still belongs in our present. It shows up in memories that play like old films in our mind, in regrets that visit us late at night, in songs, smells, and places that pull us back without warning. And for a moment, it feels real again. That's the trap. Our brain doesn't always know the difference between remembering and reliving. We replay conversations in our head, wishing we had said something different. We revisit choices, imagining the life we might have had if we had taken another path. And slowly, without realizing it, we start to live more in the what was than in the what is. But here's the truth. The past has no power on its own. It's only alive because we keep feeding it our attention, our energy, our emotions. Every time you revisit that memory, you give it breath again. Every time you reopen that chapter, you invite it to rewrite the present. Letting go is not about pretending it never happened. It's about deciding it doesn't get to control the rest of your story. It's choosing to let the lessons remain, but allowing the pain to leave. You are not betraying your past by moving forward. You are honoring it by living fully now. Some days, you might feel the pull stronger than others. That's okay. Healing is not a straight line. It's a dance between remembering and releasing. There will be moments when the past knocks on your door. You can acknowledge it without letting it move back in. You can say, I see you, I remember you, but I don't live there anymore. And in that choice, day after day, the weight begins to lift. You start to breathe differently. The present becomes more vivid. And little by little, you realize that life is not happening behind you. It's unfolding right here, right now, in the only place you truly have. I know what it feels like to carry a story that still aches. You wake up in a new day, but part of you is still trapped in an old chapter, replaying scenes that no longer exist anywhere but in your mind. You smile when people ask how you're doing, but inside, you feel like you're living in two timelines. One that's moving forward, and one that's stuck on repeat. It's exhausting, isn't it? You try to move on, but the past keeps showing up uninvited, like a shadow that never asks for permission. It hides in songs you once loved, in streets you used to walk, in the smell of a season you thought you had left behind. And every time it appears, it feels like a fresh wound, even if years have passed. Sometimes you wonder if letting go means erasing the people, the moments, the life you had. You fear that moving forward is a kind of betrayal, that if you stop thinking about them, you'll lose them forever. But here's the truth no one tells you. Letting go isn't forgetting. It's remembering without the pain. It's looking back with gratitude for the lessons, not with chains around your heart. The memories can stay, but the suffering doesn't have to. And yes, it's scary. Because for so long, the past has been your comfort zone, even if it hurt. You knew the pain. You understood it. It became familiar. But comfort is not the same as peace. Staying in the past might feel safe, but it's the kind of safety that keeps you small, quiet, hidden from the life you could be living. And the truth is, the people you've lost, the places you've left, the moments that have passed, they are not asking you to stop living. They would want you to grow. They would want you to smile again. They would want you to carry their memory into the life you still have ahead of you. Maybe the past will always whisper your name, but you don't have to answer every time it calls. You can choose which voices you listen to, which doors you open, which memories you invite to sit at your table. Letting go is not an act of erasing. It's an act of making space. Space for new moments, new people, new stories that are waiting for you just beyond the edge of what you know. And sometimes, that space feels empty at first. You might wonder if you've made a mistake by stepping away from what was familiar, even if it hurt. That's normal. Every ending feels like a void before it becomes a beginning. The beauty is, life has a way of filling that space, but only if you keep it open. If you rush to fill it with noise, distractions, or replacements for what you've lost, you might miss the quiet gifts that come in their own time. Peace, real peace, is not loud. It doesn't demand your attention. It comes slowly, softly, until one day you realize the memories that once felt like chains now feel like chapters in a book you finished reading. You can still hold that book, but you no longer have to live inside its pages. And when you choose to stand fully in the present, something shifts. The colors are brighter. The air feels lighter. You notice things you overlooked while you were staring backwards. You start to see that life has been waiting patiently for you to come home. Not to the past, but to yourself. And maybe that's the real destination. Not the places we've been, not even the ones we dream about, but the place inside where we feel whole again. You don't need to rush there. You only need to take one step at a time, trusting that the path will reveal itself as you walk it. And if right now you're wondering how to finally take that first step, if you're ready to loosen the grip of what's behind you, but you don't know where to start, I made a video especially for you. It's appearing on your screen right now. Click it, and let's walk this path together. Because the past doesn't define you, but the way you choose to move forward will.